pienso seguirla llevando. A mi modo aprendí de mujeres, poco a poco me he ido enseñando.
Well, RJ, I didn't think it was going to be this hard. I think this is probably the second birthday that I miss. You're 13 years old now. And listening to this song, A mi modo de vivir la vida, the way I wanted to live my life, reminds me so much of you. And I want to wish you a very, very happy birthday, grandson. You're our oldest. I remember the day you were born. But listen, it ain't about me. It's about you. You're at your house right now. You got your grandfather, grandfather Bobby. You got your grandmother. Both grandmothers are probably there. And you got all your family there. But listen, me and your Uncle Calvin over here in Tampa, and he's over here in Orlando. We have something very special for you, RJ. We're going to make it quick because I know that Virria is waiting. The tacos are yelling. The quesadillas are saying, eat me. But we're going to go as fast as we can. With that said, grandson, happy birthday. And here's your Uncle Calvin.
All right. RJ, it would have been nice to see your face, but buddy, I love you and happy birthday. So Dave, they can see my slide, right?
Now we're on. Yes, here we go.
There you go, buddy. I wanted to show you this picture of, to me, like you guys are three lions, and that's how I see you guys. You probably know Elijah's nickname here in Florida is Lion, but you, Lukey, you three are lions for rest of your life. So remember that part. And I just wanted to wish you a happy birthday, and I will try to keep it as quick as possible. But as you know, your Uncle Calvin, I wrote a lot of things for you. So I wrote a quick speech and everything. But I just wanted to talk to you about, buddy, that, you turning 13. It's a beginning of your, thrilling journey called adolescence. It's a word that means maturity. It comes from Latin. And, your journey will be filled with like boundless opportunities. And, as your uncle, I'm here to not just to celebrate this special day with you, but also to share a bit of wisdom that I hope will guide you in a long way. And I just want to talk to you a little bit just about and this is something I'm reading here from my notes, just so you know, in this vast world, there's a simple analogy. And I want you to remember this, RJ. There are two types of people in this world. And I teach this to Elijah, Anaya, everybody. And I genuinely believe in this. Nails and hammer. That's it. And nails are essential. They hold things together, but they're often passive, letting life hammer them down, not realizing their own strength or potential. On the other hand, hammers are the ones shaping their destiny. They take action, face challenges head on, and create impact. They're not about just getting through life, RJ, but about building something lasting and meaningful. As you embark on this new chapter, son, I want you to remember, I want you to be a hammer. I want you to work hard to be a hammer. But remember, being a hammer isn't just about being strong or forceful. It's about being purposeful, resilient, and mindful of the impact you create. It's about recognizing when to strike, how to aim, and understand that sometimes the most significant strength lies in gentle tap rather than the forceful hit. And I really want you to understand that, RJ, that I genuinely believe you have all the skeleton to be a hammer and to be the leader of tomorrow. You could be the governor of California. You could be the next president. It's genuinely, you just have to make that choice. And that's what hammers do. So life, my dear nephew, will test you. There will be moments of triumph and times of struggle. You will encounter obstacles that seems just like you will not be able to do. You will feel like everybody is around you is against you, or things are not going to according to plans, and etc. And moments that test your reserve strength, basically. But it's in those moments that your character, your essence as a hammer will shine through. Embrace hard work. This is something is this there's no magic trick, there's no key, son. And I wish people at my age, at your age, when I was your age, would have told me there is no shortcut about this part. And you just gotta make sure, nephew, that you embrace hard work, and for it to forge that tempers your spirit. Persevere through the challenges as they are, and use resilience that will shape your character. And remember, being a hammer is not about never failing or falling. It's about rising each time you do, RJ. You're going to failing is a very misleading word. It's more, I like to use more word of experimenting. It's a part of the process. In order to get to the top step, you have to take the first step, the second step, the third step. And like I said earlier, I wish somebody would have sat me down and would have said, hey, this is a process. Fail again, fail again. This is a part of the whole process, and enjoy that process, son. On this special day, as you stand on the threshold of your teenage years, I want you to know that you have it within you, the power to be a remarkable hammer. Believe in yourself, embrace the journey ahead with courage and optimism. And never forget that your family is here, RJ, cheering you on, proud of the person you are, and eager to see the person you will become. And I want you to understand what you see in front of yourself on your screen, RJ, is a bunch of logos. And you probably saw your cute little face over here. I want you to understand that this is where I want to end this in an action item for you. I'm gonna be sending you a couple of items in the mail that will like reflect upon like you're as a 13-year-old, what you're able to do and everything. Like what you see in front of you on the screen, these are a bunch of different companies. What are these these companies move world, run this earth, like it or not. Right now, we are talking through AWS, the Amazon company. Right now, I'm delivering this message to you from Orlando. And the idea essentially is, if you look, Google's tagline is don't be evil. Apple is think different. Amazon is you ask for us, we deliver. SpaceX is occupy Mars. These companies has audacious, like huge goals they have achieved. And I put your picture in there for two reasons. Number one is create those goals. Don't be shy about setting those goals up. So one of the tool I'm going to send you is going to be help you in setting those goals. And number two is treat yourself like a brand, like a company. Like when somebody would talk about RJ, his character of being a hammer, and they can just say like, yeah, that's who RJ is. RJ might not be the smartest, might not be the fastest, but I tell you what, he's the hardest working kid I know. And that's all it matters. The harder you work, son, the luckier you will get. And I wanted to put my nephew's picture with these companies, not just that one day you could be running any of these companies, you could be actually like not just running, you could create one of your company. You could be a company. And this is the thing what I was trying to say when my beautiful sister-in-law asked us that if we could do this, if something people would have told me. My surroundings when I was 13 told me that how the people around me was my limits, and that's not real. That the limits are not real, son. And what it is very simple, is that what you set your mind to. So when you set that goal, don't worry about your surroundings, don't worry about where you come from, focus on where you're heading. And that's what these companies represent. And that's why I wanted to put your picture among these companies, because you can lead that, you can become these. And from age of 13, you don't have to be 21, you don't have to be 50 years old, you don't have to know any of those things. So that's what I'm trying to say, son. Just set goals, be disciplined, and be a hammer, and set yourself up as a strong hammer that anybody, you don't have to be in the room, but people see you and they carry you, like they talk about you in a sense as a leader that you are, a strong-willed, hardworking young man. I love you, buddy. And that's all I have to say. I had some more things, but I don't want to keep talking about it. But I'll send you some of the stuff. I'll be sending you a couple of items in the mail so you can see how your uncle feels about it. And every time you want to remind that, those items will remind you about this talk that I had with you. Treat yourself like a brand. Be a hammer, son. I love you. That's it, Dave.
Thank you, Kelvin. Thank you. I'll see you in a bit. With that said, RJ, you are so blessed, RJ. You are so blessed. Right about now, Monique is my daughter is going to probably go to the back somewhere, and she's going to bring you a small little tree that I had your parents buy you. And it's a small little tree. You should have it in your hand right about now. And it's actually an olive tree. And this olive tree, your dad's going to allow you to plant it, I believe, in the front yard, because it's going to grow very big, RJ. But I want you to know, RJ, that olive tree is you. And I'll tell you, in order for that olive tree to grow, you have to prepare the sand. You have to dig a hole. And not only dig a hole, you have to put vitamins in the sand. You have to make it deep enough so the roots of that little tree, which is you, RJ, get a chance to grow and get a chance to basically hold on to the dirt. So when the rains come, when the hard winds come, nothing is going to be able to move that tree because of the roots that it has. And I'm going to be just 2 more minutes, Archie. That's all I wanted to. I know you're starving, but I'm telling you, the root system that you have running through your arms, running through your veins, it's the blood of your grandfather. That man's that's sitting right there. Look at your grandfather, Bobby Hernandez. He was the warden at a state prison. He was appointed by Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger. That man ran a prison. That man led men and women throughout the state of California. He was a correctional officer, I believe, for more than 30 years. And that man, I'm telling you, RJ, his blood runs through your veins. When you get older, you're 13 years old now, and you're faced with a bully, you're faced with different situations in life. Remember, RJ, that man that's sitting there, that man that is your grandfather, his blood runs through your veins. My blood, the blood of my father runs through your veins, RJ. My father was a minister. He was a pastor. He was a bishop. But more than anything, he was a man who served, who learned how to serve people. May you learn that from my side of the family. May you learn leadership through your father, your grandfather, through your father, who's also a leader. But may you learn to serve through my blood that runs through you. May you learn to give without expecting nothing in return, RJ. May you learn to always honor God. Honor God first. Ask God for wisdom. Ask God to let you see people through his eyes. And I'm telling you, RJ, those roots that you have, my blood, the blood of your grandfather who's sitting there, the blood of your father, the blood of my father, run through your veins. But above and beyond everything else, RJ, the blood of Jesus Christ runs through your veins. I know that you gave your life to the Lord at your church not too long ago. And never forget, RJ, that without God, we are nothing. And remember, RJ, you're that little tree. There's going to come times, grandson, that you're going to grow crooked. And that's where your father has to come in. That's where your father has to discipline you because he has to make you straight. When you have a tree that is growing crooked, you have to basically put a stick next to it so make it grow straight. And that tree doesn't want to budge, but it has to budge. With that said, RJ, remember when you're growing crooked, your mom, who's a woman of prayer, is your dad, who is a man who loves God also, they're going to discipline you so you could grow straight. And when you least expect it, RJ, that little tree that you have in your front yard that you're going to plant, that you should be holding in your hand right now, it's going to grow and it's going to give fruit. It's going to give olives, just like you're going to give fruit. With that said, RJ, I prepared a little PowerPoint for you. I want to wish you literally, grandson, I love you with all my heart, with all my soul. Nana loves you. We all love you very much. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy the quesadillas. Enjoy the birria your mom just gave you. And Big Bobby, hey, brother, thank God, man, that everything went well. We love you all over here from Tampa, Florida. RJ, I end it with this PowerPoint that I made for you with all my love. Here we go.
Always and forever, each moment with you is just like a it's forever. There'll always be sunshine when I look at you. Something I can't explain, just the things that you do. And if you get lonely, phone me and take a second to give to me. That magic you make, and every day love me your special way, held all my heart away with a smile. Take